The definition of late bloomer is a person whose talent or capabilities are not visible to others until the later than usual. In football, late bloomer is not some terms that was new to rather have been a very common terms associated to a handful of players. While we often have our eyes on wonder kids, for instance Yamin Yamal, Florian Wirtz, Alejandro Garnacho, etc., go on to cash in their talent, reach sky-high expectation or be a feel-good story. But often this situation rarely happens due to many sorts of reasons. On the other hand, players that did not enjoy success in their earlier days or even worse, came close to choose other option than being a footballer, suddenly broke out and delivered some of the best performing season in the latter part of their career can be equally inspiring as the former. So in this video, we'll have a look on some of the players that initially did not flare as the top players but go on to enjoy successful run as the late bloomer. In case you didn't know, what is up ladies and gentlemen, I'm Marvin, codename CM. Welcome to the Code United channel once again. But before we get into the video, a really huge thanks to all of you to make this channel 500 subscribers achievement that have been done within this year. It really thankful for all of you that show support, either positive or negative, but really I have really appreciate for all of you giving the support. But next up, we will head towards to the more higher level of subscription, and I myself will deliver constantly on the content. But again, do please subscribe to this channel if you enjoyed it. Starting with the big one, the Ivorian superstar Didier Drogba. Drogba nowadays crowned as one of the greatest African footballers of all time, along with George Weah, Samuel Eto'o, Yaya Toure, etc. However, compared with other legends, Drogba considered a footballer enjoyed the success rather later part of his career. Drogba in his early life do not have much privilege to play professional football due to humble upbringings, spending his development years in the semi-pro club Levallois, gaining a reputation as a prolific scorer in the youth team and impressing the coach with his professional attitude. He was later moved up to the League 2 club Le Mans, but struggled to cope with the physical training and fitness issue, dragging him to the proper training with the club. Besides, Drogba before joining Le Mans had never attended a football academy and only began daily football training as an adult. And by the age of 21, realizing he had no choice but establish himself as a player or switch to other career option, giving 100% in training have him earn the first team debut for Le Mans soon thereafter and sign his first professional contract in 1999. While injuries still hampered the Ivorian, he was transferred to the League 1 club Guncam for £80k. In the first season, did not associate much success, but the following season, 17 goals in 34 matches raised a number of interests, particularly bigger clubs in France. And in the end of the season, he again moved to Marseille for the fee of £3.3 million. In Marseille, Drogba continued his amazing form. 32 goals in all competitions proved his prolific goal scoring, brought Marseille to the UEFA Cup final. His fine form and amazing play earned another big money move to the club that in the future catapulted him into legendary status, Chelsea for £24 million. In the blue shirt, Drogba enjoyed probably his most successful period, winning 4 Premier League titles, 4 FA Cup, 3 League Cup and 2 Community Shield and 1 Champions League title for Chelsea. In that period, Drogba scored 164 goals, 81 assists in the 381 appearances for the Blues. And during that time, Drogba had earned a reputation being a big game clutch player. 10 goals in 10 finals, winning 10 trophies, enough to hail him. His most notable big game performance stands in the Bayern Champions League final in 2012. When Bayern took the league 1-0 most of the match, Drogba close to the full-time whistle scored a powerful header to equalize the score. And then he scored a winning penalty to help Chelsea win their first Champions League title. This match made Drogba into the godlike status for the club, not a bad man that started his football career at the 21-year-old. Next one, Luca Toni, the Italian striker, similar to Drogba, viewed to be one of the greatest late bloomer in the football history, but in a rather different way. Toni, in his early part of his illustrious career, he used to be a journeyman hovering around the lower echelon of the Italian league, before having the opportunity to play in the Serie A at the age of 23, but the experience is short-lived as he was relegated with the team to the Serie B in the same season. In 2003, joining the ambitious Serie B club Palermo proved to be a blessing that's a turning point for Toni. His incredible record-breaking 30 goals in 47 matches enough to help Palermo on the promotion to Serie A. Following the season, he maintained his goal-scoring prowess, having 21 goals in his belt under 36 matches, proved his clinical in front of goal, also leading the Chilean club to the historical first qualification to the UEFA Cup. Next season was a controversy one for Toni as he joined the rival club Fiorentina for 10 million euros, was seen as a traitor from Palermo fans. But the controversy did not distract the striker as he scored 31 goals, only 5 goals shy of the single season record by one player. This was the first time in 50 years that a Serie A player had scored 30 goals or more in a league, a feat which cemented his status as one of the most prolific Serie A strikers in history. Toni was awarded the European Golden Shoe for his achievement and is the first Italian player to win the award. At the same time, Fiorentina finished the season 4th in the league and qualified for the Champions League. He was revoked in the court during the Calciopoli scandal. Fiorentina was found guilty of influencing the Italian Referee Association as the result had to start the 2006-2007 with a 19-point deduction. While Toni voiced multiple times for the desire to leave the club, however managed to convince to stay by the club president Andrea Della Valle. Following season was a downside as injury limited his play as he only collected 16 league goals in 29 matches. Next season, after promising Della Valle not to sign for any Italian rivals, Bayern Munich came for his signature. Toni signing at the time viewed to be a skeptical one given his advanced 30-year-old age and injury record. Despite that, he shattered all doubt, scoring an astonishing 39 goals and 11 assists under 46 matches, helped Bayern won the league and cup competition, proved all doubters wrong. Although having injury issues and falling out with multiple managers see Toni back to Italy, bounced in a number of clubs, but his tenure in Verona proved to be a memorable one at the age of 38-year-old. He again topped the Serie A goal chart with 22 goals, saying that age is just a number for the last great Italian centre-forward. Next one, Ian Wright. Ian Wright's similar situation with Drogba came from a much more humble background. While having a strong passion to be a footballer, he came to a professional relatively late, having multiple trials with Southend United and Brighton during his stint but was unable to attract sufficient interest to win a professional contract offer. But he continues to play as an amateur to semi-pro teams to get paid only up to £30 per week. While at the age of 21, Wright is still playing for a semi-pro team. However, his luck changed after a tip-off from Dulwich Hamlet manager Billy Smith and was invited for a trial at Selhurst Park. Having impressed their manager Steve Coppell, he signed a professional career with Palace in August 1985, just 3 months short of his 22nd birthday. Wright in the Crystal Palace was not all flowers and bees, as in the Overlap channel, he voiced his bully experience by Jim Cannon, whom constantly berated the Englishman, even physically bullied Wright until his departure. Cannon later disputed the parts of Wright's account but admit giving him a little slap. For the Eagles, Wright, despite the unhappy experience and slow start, starting from his 3rd season at the age of 25, Wright became a consistent goal scorer. His 24 League Cups helped Crystal Palace promoted to the First Division during the 1988-89 season, and Wright scored a total of 117 goals in 253 starts and 24 substitute appearances over 6 seasons for the Eagles in all competitions, making him the club record post-war goal scorer and the 3rd of all time in the list. While in September 1991, Wright made a move to Arsenal for a fee of £2.5 million, a record fee at that time. In Arsenal, Wright became from a talented striker to one of the best players in the league category. With the Gunners, Wright enjoyed some of the most best scoring seasons, having 4 out of 7 seasons with 30 plus goals in all competitions. He also helped Arsenal win the 97-98 title, 2 FA Cup, 1 League Cup, 1 European Cup winner. He ended his Arsenal campaign score of 185 goals from 288 appearances, which 279 again with starting for Arsenal, and scored 11 hat-tricks for them. As for the 2022-23 season, he is Arsenal's 2nd highest goal scorer of all time behind Thierry Henry, who broke his record in 2005. Nowadays, Wright spends most of his time work as a pundit or a host in several shows and podcasts. Last one, Jamie Vardy. Vardy's career easily is a story as the rags to riches can be taken into Netflix documentary. Vardy, as a lifelong Sheffield Wednesday fan, started his career at the youth system at the Sheffield Wednesday but was released when he was 16. He then went on a journey with numerous National League teams for multiple years, where at the age of 25, he finally signed for a Conference Premier club, Fleetwood Town, for an undisclosed fee. In Fleetwood Town, Vardy was extremely dangerous front of goal, scored a total of 34 goals under 42 appearances, finished the season as a top scorer. And on 17 May 2012, it was announced that Vardy would be signing for a championship club Leicester City ahead of 2012-2013 season for a reported fee of 1 million, a non-league record which could potentially be worth out £1.7 million with add-ons. In Leicester City's first season, Vardy was a non-factor, scoring just 5 goals in all competition. The loss of form made the City supporters questioning his signature, while manager Nigel Pearson and assistant manager Craig Shakespeare convinced him to continue with the club. The following season brought a turnaround in the Vardy's fortune as he established himself as a prolific scorer in the Leicester attack as the club took a commanding lead at the top of the table. Vardy scored and win a penalty kick in the local derby as Leicester City beat the high-flying Derby County 4-1 on 10th of January 2014 and reaffirmed their position at the top of the championship. In his first Premier League season, Vardy and Leicester City was a typical promotion team. Their goal was try their best to maintain in the top flight team, and they eventually finished the season at the 14th place at a respectable placing. But little do they know, the next season was a season to be remembered that put Leicester City and Vardy on the football map. In the 2015-16 season, under the manager Claudio Ranieri, Leicester City made the impossible, winning the Premier League title in spite of being the biggest betting underdog coming into this season. Vardy that season also solidified being one of the best strikers in the league, scoring 24 league goals under 36 appearances, but also setting the record, scoring 11 consecutive matches, beating Root Van Nistelrooy's record. Vardy after the title winning season still maintained it with the Fox through thick and thin, helping winning the FA Cup and Community Shield for the team, while at the same time collected 233 goals under 523 appearances for the club. Vardy easily being one of the few good stories will also be definitely retired as not just a Leicester City legend but a Premier League legend as well. That's the end of the video. What do you guys think? What's your favorite late bloomer footballer that graced on the football field? Or do you have other footballers that enjoy success in their later part of their career? Comment down below so they can have a discussion. Hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you all in the next one.